Hey gamers, it's GrindThisGame here, back with oxygen not included. And in this episode, I'm going to try to get the thing done that I've been promising for the last couple of episodes, and that is to try to get a steam turbine Aquatuner cooling system set up to kind of cool the base and cool this area here, and maybe cool this area here. So I think I'm going to build it kind of down here, and I'm just going to start laying things out, and hopefully it all makes sense. I built it something similar in previous bases for liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen. So we're going to use igneous rock for insulated tile. Now if I had ceramic I'd probably use that, but I haven't made any ceramic yet. So we need to get a sealed room underneath here. So I'll probably start on that. Let's see, how big does it have to be? We need to fit an Aquatuner in, that's for sure. It doesn't have to be that big in this direction. But I'm going to start laying stuff out, and hopefully it just kind of makes sense. I'll explain it as I go here. Stick an Aquatuner in there. I guess we can do the steam turbine as well. That's going to go right there. Now out of lead. I probably don't want to make it out of lead. Minus 20. This thing overheats at 1,000, so minus 20 is not going to actually be a big deal. We need to make a vacuum in here first, because we will only want water in here, which is going to turn to steam. So I might actually move that one over. Actually, it should be okay where it was, but I'm going to move it over just one tile right there. Actually, it should be okay there. So we need a pump to make a vacuum. We're going to stick that right there. Hopefully that's okay there. We could also do it right there safely. I think it'll be okay. Flush with the turbine. We'll try that. So the idea is water will be in here. We're going to circulate coolant through the Aquatuner. That's going to heat up the Aquatuner. Any water in here is going to get turned into steam, go into the steam turbine, generate a little bit of power, but also delete heat from the Aquatuner. So this is the whole goal of this thing is to cool stuff. Not to generate power, but just to cool stuff. And it might take the whole episode just to get this done, but I think it'll be a worthwhile exercise. It's going to take some time to make the vacuum, but I'm going to try to wire everything up here first. Now we're going to use conductive wire because this thing needs 1200 watts. So do that, connect that. We'll connect to the turbine. Now water comes out of the turbine. I'll probably just use granite tile here. It'll be at 95 degrees, and we want to... Actually, maybe I'll use insulated. Yeah, we'll use insulated. We'll go down here. And then drop the water in there. Like so. Now there's somewhat fancy piping that has to go along here for this thing. And I'll kind of show you how that goes. I got a little drawing here so I can remember how it all works. But basically, yeah, we're going to go like this. And we're also going to do a sensor here, and I'll explain it in a second. This design is loosely based on Life Grow's design. He's a YouTuber, Twitch streamer. I think he mainly does Twitch streaming now. But this initial design, at least this part of it was his. He also does a liquid buffer tank, but I'm not going to need that for this setup. So this should all be insulated. This is our coolant. We don't want to lose any heat and stuff. We could use ceramic, but I'm going to use igneous rock for this. And usually when I do liquid oxygen setup with this, I use supercoolant, but I'm just going to use salt water or polluted water. So here's the idea. You send water in to the Aquatuner, and if the Aquatuner is disabled, it'll shunt up this way into the bridge. So there's a pipe underneath here, and it'll go this way. Kind of like that. And we also need a liquid sensor here. Liquid pipe thermo sensor. This part is key. That goes... What's the overheat temperature? Plus 50. Kind of low on iron. So we're going to stick that there. That's going to measure the temperature of the water going in. And we want to make sure that the water doesn't go in too cold, otherwise it will freeze in the Aquatuner and cause lots of breakage and stuff. So we don't want that. Seal this side up here. What else do we need here? We should probably start making a vacuum pretty soon once we get this all done. Oh yeah, we're gonna need initial water going in. But let me just finish the piping here first. So, liquid coming out. This is gonna be cold liquid, and we want to take it out here and go in here. And then our cooling loop will be kind of from here around. So maybe I'll use some granite. Or, that's igneous. I'm going to use granite here. We're going to pretend that the cooling loop is just this tiny thing to begin with. I'll use some bridges here to force the direction. So this will be our cooling loop to start. Just like that. So this area will warm up the liquid. Come in here, get cooled down. Or if it's too cold, it'll shunt, it'll come down through the bridge and go this way and just stay circulating until it warms up enough to go into the Aquatuner. Let's make some more iron because we're low. Let's make 30 of that. Got to keep an eye on food, stress, oxygen, temperature. I think we're good. And we're going to need to introduce some water in here. Both water into the... Oh, I actually need a bridge here. Let's do a bridge right. Doesn't actually matter where we do it. We could do it right here, I guess. This will just to get water into the system. Okay, a bridge, liquid bridge. Kind of like that. So we can add water to the system here. Kind of seed this loop and then disconnect it. And I might actually do 2 bridges, because that way I can just turn off... Oops, wrong button. That way I can just delete the bridge without any kind of spillage. And we're going to need some power just to boot this thing up, but I might just use coal for that. New printables. What do we got? Pufflet. Diver's lungs, yokel, noodle arms, anemic. No, thank you. Got a good digger, but anemic. I don't like the anemic dupes. I don't like unconstructive because they can get stuck. And I really don't want that puff flying around, so we're gonna get him right away. How's our ranch doing? Not bad. These guys are probably cramped. Yep. I think we'll call the herd in there. Call the herd in here. Okay, so back to the main task. A bunch of you have said stay on one task at a time, so I'm going to try to do that. because they got a lot of priorities, lots of stuff they're doing. Okay, so we need a little bit of water to go in there to start. I could actually shunt that in through here. That would actually work pretty well, I think. Let's take this out. Put a bridge here instead. Then we can seed our water in through this port here. Now where do I want to actually bring it in? This is going to be different water. This is going to be pure water. The alternative is we could do some ice in there, but actually we need to be able to add more water later. So where do we have some fresh water? I can grab some from the bathrooms up here. So let's take that up there. We'll do a liquid valve here just to control the amount going in. And eventually we'll grab some fresh water and stick it in this whole thing here. And we need another sensor. I want to make sure the Aquatuner doesn't go on if it's too hot in here. So we are going to do a temperature sensor. Where is that? Thermo sensor right here, I guess. I should probably use iron. Put that up here, maybe. Like so. And I'm going to use an OR gate here. And but this is kind of a little bit extra part of the build that's new. I've never done anything like this before. Something like this. Automation wire. So let's see. I want the output to go there. I'm going to need to use a bridge here. Okay, let's do this. I want to do it without automation bridges. Okay, so that'll go in there. This will come up here. So if the liquid is warm enough and the temperature in the room is not too hot, then turn on the Aquatuner. And I hope that'll work. And I should probably start to seed some fresh water in here. I could steal a little bit from this, but this is kind of, don't want to touch that. We could grab it from here. I think I will do that. Yeah, we'll take some of the water from here. And that's going to go right in here. Like so. Hopefully we don't steal too much water from the system. I don't think we will. We got a good reserve tank here. Hopefully this is not too complicated. For some of you it'll be very straightforward. Now this thing gets hot as well, so we probably want to insulate this area so that it doesn't bleed heat everywhere. So I think for this I'm going to do some insulation here. And we'll eventually seal that in. Or maybe put a door here, put some weezeworts in here to keep it cool. Okay, crap. We don't want to we don't want to put water in there just yet. I forgot to set this to closed. Okay, I'm going to remove this bridge really quickly before we have a flood here. And we'll have to go mop all this crap up. My mistake. Okay, we got power. We're gonna have to make this vacuum here, so we'll take just a granite pipe out here into a high pressure vent. Just dump that right into here. Gotta put that bridge back. But not yet, actually. Or we'll have another flood. Gotta wait till it's all sealed up. Let's grab everything out of there. Sweep it up. So if the temperature is below, let's say 100. Okay, what does this thing overheat at? 175. If the temperature is below 160, maybe 150, and this liquid we want to have, if the temperature is above, let's say 10 degrees, because it's going to drop at 14 degrees, and polluted water, well actually we're going to use salt water. Salt water freezes at minus 7.5, so that should give us enough wiggle room. Hopefully I have this set up right. Gotta make sure we have a place to dump water, fresh water. I think I'll do that right here. Bottle emptier. Okay, bottle emptier goes here. Really got to start this vacuum pretty soon, so let's get some power set up here. There's way too much power on this line, so I'm just going to do yet another coal setup here. With a smart battery. Hook that in. Now that's not going to be quite enough power to get this thing going. But it might be. We can add another coal generator if we need it. Get automation wire there. We got a decent amount of coal built up now. 22 tons. So do I have everything? Once we kind of seal this, we don't want to open it up again. Okay, let's set this to water. Pure water. Enable auto bottle. Priority 7 or 8. Just think get everything out of there. Okay, we're starting our vacuum, but not quite because we got to seal it up. Okay, power's good. Automation is good. Oh, I need some automation to control the pump, because once we seal it, we're not going to be able to do anything. So we can use just about any sensor. I'll use a hydro sensor. Connected to this. I mean, it'll turn off automatically once there's a vacuum, but then we don't want to be able to... Yeah, we want to make sure that we can turn this thing off, because we only want it to build a vacuum. So get that done. So power. Automation. This or this. Is that what I want, or do I want an AND gate, now that I think about it? No, I want an OR. Or do I? Let me think about that. No, I want an AND gate. This was wrong. Because I definitely want it to stop if the liquid's too cold. So we'll do an AND gate. My mistake. First time trying out this build. Hopefully things don't melt in here. I don't think they will, but they might. Now, worst case, we have to go back in, but hopefully we don't have to go back in. And it's going to get pretty hot in here, so I probably should want to double up the insulation, and this ladder's kind of in the way. So I might have to move that ladder. We'll still be able to get around. Okay, now that we have this sensor, let's turn that off for now, until we're ready. I think we're ready. We got the liquid going in, we got the automation. Let's check our cooling loop. So we'll go in here, get cooled, loop around. If it can't go in, it'll shunt and loop around. I think that should work. So let's seal it up. I usually make a mistake here and I have to reopen it. You know, if that's the case, oh well. We'll just open it up again. We also need the actual coolant, which is going to be salt water. So we got to get in here, grab the salt water. Or could I just use water? What's the freezing temperature of water? We have some fresh water up here. That is the liquid vent, not the water. Freezing point is -6. Minus 0.6. So salt water is actually better. 7.5. Sorry, I'm coughing away here as I'm on mute. Okay, we could use some polluted water from here. Or I could pump this salt water all the way up. I'm kind of too lazy to build the pipe all the way up there. But it's not too far. We're gonna need power down here temporarily. Okay, let's just get in here. Stick a pump in here. Guess I'll stick it there. Doesn't need to be gold. Get some pipe from here up. That's gonna go in there. And I want to control that, so we're gonna do a liquid valve here as well, just to be safe. Okay. And this needs power. What kind of metal do we have? Aluminum. We could use aluminum here. Okay, so that's sealed. Let's get our vacuum going, because that's going to take some time. It's a small area, so it should be pretty quick. These builds, they take a while to do. This is kind of ugly over here. Maybe I should move this over. Did I just release sour gas everywhere? I didn't even notice that was in there. It looks like it's pretty much stuck. So that's good. That was lucky. Okay, we're down to, look at that, we almost got a vacuum already. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, we got salt water up to here. Let's set this to something smaller. Actually, we can always pull water out of the cooling loop. But I think I'm just gonna... We'll let it go full bore here. Get some water in there. Actually, the Aquatuner is gonna go on. Oh crap. It's not what I want just yet. We need the vacuum first before we introduce any liquid. Oh, the liquid wouldn't have gone in anyway because I didn't connect this yet. So we'll get a vacuum, we'll add some water, we'll add the coolant. This will get hot. Turn the water to steam. And we've been neglecting our printer. Diver's lungs, grease monkey, flatulent. No, no, no. No farters. Should probably continue research as well. Got some... Oh, we could start the rocket stuff. Have I missed anything else? Let's see. I think I might have it all. Yeah. Some people don't like me using my mouse to scroll, but using the keyboard is a little bit slow. I read all your comments, don't worry. Every single one of them. Speaking of comments and YouTube stuff, I've noticed that 72% of viewers are not yet subscribed, so please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. So we have our vacuum. I think we can probably add some coolant now. If we get too much coolant in the system, it's not the end of the world. We can use a plumber to pull some liquid out. We'll crank that up full blast. Okay, we got liquid flowing. I don't want it to be completely full, so we'll stop right about there. And hopefully they do it quickly enough. Nope. It is not flowing. Okay, so we need a plumber to actually go and remove a few tiles here, and that's overheating. We forgot to put the water in first. Crap. Okay. And there's a vacuum, so that's not working. We need to put our bridge back in here pronto. That'll be emergency. And I can turn the Aquatuner off here. Current temperature 33. Interesting. Let's turn this pump off as well. Current pressure, if above... if above, what's the maximum here? 2,000 kilograms. I don't think we'll get up to that, but let's just double check. Otherwise, we're going to be venting steam here. Let's turn this Aquatuner off. If above 150, that's false. But it's still on. Below? Above? They're both green. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's undefined. Okay, let's try this. Something is terribly wrong here. Current temperature 35. If send green if above 10, if below 10. There we go. Okay, it's off. Good. It's not completely destroyed. Ah, we got water. Okay, good. It's okay if it's a little bit damaged, it'll still work. That red line will probably bother me, but get a bit of water going in there. What did I set this to? Oh, it's already at 0. Okay. Get this above 10. Turn that on. Oh, I forgot to put shift plates behind this. I kind of wanted to do that. But I don't want to crack it open again. Let's make sure automation is good. Pipe blocked. Oh yeah, we gotta remove some salt water. Okay. And what are we getting yellow alert from again? Turbine. What? Oh, I made the turbine emergency? Oops. Okay. Okay, we gotta pull some liquid out of here. Let's use our plumber. Priority 9. Get a few beads out of here. Okay. We don't want too much, so I'll slow it down. Just enough to get it moving. Maybe two bubbles. Two packets. Okay, that's good. Water is flowing. Aquatuner's on. It's heating up. Now normally I'd build this out of steel, but I didn't have steel yet. So that should just heat up until it gets to 100, and then this water should turn to steam. I want this to be actually below 0, which will never be true. What? Current pressure 0. If below 0, which it's not. Come on. That makes no sense. If below 0. Current pressure is 0. Send green signal if below 0. It's not below 0. It equals 0. I guess there's some error in the code here. We're going to say above 2000. I should have had this sensor outside the room, not inside, like the idiot I am. Okay, so this liquid, 12 degrees, 11 degrees. This area will get really cold. I should have made this out of radiant pipe. 10 degrees. Okay, it's actually getting too cold already. So we need to extend this cooling loop into the base. Or down here to all this hot machinery. That would be really better, I think. It's coming out this way, and then it's going back in here. I'll break it down this way, using insulated tile, or pipe. Kind of like this. Yeah, this is insulated, so it shouldn't give off too much cooling. Down to here. And I want to cool this area drastically, so we're going to use radiant pipe here. Lead. How much lead do I have? I have tons of lead. Lead's very conductive. That's going back up to here. I guess I'll cross over. More insulated. And back in there. But we're gonna have to take this, oops, this little piece of pipe out. Right here, I guess. We'll just deconstruct it. We'll make a mess here. And we'll mop it up. And then we're gonna have to add more coolant, I think. Oh crap, I just... I deleted a bunch of my pipe. Output. Input. I think that's all good. Insulated, yep. And we can extend this cooling loop as we need to. I think I'll do a bridge here. Because I might want to extend this loop from here on out. And we'll just have to let them build all that out. Let's check the base while they're doing all that. This is going to take some time. Oxygen's good. Coal is down a little bit. Branches are looking good. Now, I talked about getting into the oil soon because we're down here. How's this doing down here? Good. Pacu fillet. Oh, there's a pacu in here. Little baby. Let's feed him some more algae. He'll enjoy that. And that should make him grow a little bit. In fact, let's get all this out of here too. So yeah, we got oil down here. I'm thinking of putting an oil pump down at the bottom here. We'll start some low priority stuff down here. Gold. At the bottom. Actually, we should go all the way down here. Down to the very bottom. Now off camera I did do some stuff. I put a CO2 pump here that sends CO2 down here to this little slickster. We've only got one so far. Hopefully he multiplies. How old is he? Age 21. Let's hope he makes the species grow, because I think he might be the sole survivor. He likes to drown himself. Don't know why. We could poke a hole in here and get rid of that oil. Get that done. I started to build a liquid pipe up from here, because we're going to put a pump way down here. Has to be gold, otherwise it'll melt. Just use an igneous rock. Pipe up here. We'll eventually tap into this. Might as well put a bridge here just to get that going. Priority. This is not high priority. Also, we'll need wire down here. Regular wire should be fine. Priority 6 should be good. We'll put some power up here somewhere, or tie into this. Actually, let's tie right into that. If we have enough power. Potential power consumed 480, that's good. Go to 1,000 without overloading any wires. Our trusty oxygen system here has been working pretty well. inefficient use of a filter, but doesn't bother me. And we're getting a little bit of polluted water out of this thing. I'm gonna grab some more coal out of here as well. Let's check our primary project here. Oh, gotta fix this. Okay, we got the cooling loop. Almost done. So this area should get super cold over time. That's the hope and the dream. Okay, we got coolant going. Beautiful. We don't have enough coolant. We're gonna need to add some more. Let's do that. Crank this on. Okay, that's going that way. This is backwards. I make mistakes quite often. I'm good at that. Okay, let's put another one in before it all reverses. Better make that an emergency. Our coolant's flowing in backwards. It's not going anywhere. Okay, that's probably all full. We might have to turn this off again. Okay, now it's flowing. I did it backwards again. Oh my lord. Okay. White to green, white to green. Yes. We will get it right. I promise. And no, folks, I'm not high. I just have a cough. Okay. Come and build this. It's an emergency. It's your top priority. You should do nothing but this. Gosh, what are they doing? Other stuff. Hello? Okay, we're gonna really get this done. Anyone? I just ran right by it. Oh my gosh. What the heck are they doing? Sometimes this gets like, the game gets broken and they just completely ignore stuff. So we're gonna try that again. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, sometimes they just ignore stuff. Okay, and this is off again. Let's just trickle this in until we get enough stuff in there. Okay, this is getting nice and warm. Beautiful. Aquatuner's back up. Okay, we don't want too much liquid in there. Oh, we're not even close to filling it up. Now we're pretty close. Actually, this is empty here. And we're having brownouts because I don't have enough power. But it'll be enough to get it going. Okay, let's turn this off for now. And what's still an emergency? Oh, this thing. Oops. There we go. Okay, this thing could spike over 175 quite easily. Really should have put a shift plate here. If it breaks, we'll go back in. Not the end of the world. $25 Oh yeah, look at this cooling. Okay, we need a shift plate here for sure. To kind of transfer that heat. I'm going to use lead. I hear lead is good for this kind of thing. Stick that right there. Not that priority. Do the same thing over here. That's actually the C. Temp shift plate out of lead has a current thermal conductivity of 20. That's beautiful. That's even better than lead, I think. I mean, diamond. What is diamond, I wonder? Well, we'll go look it up in a second, but I think lead is a winner. Stick that right there. Did that just use aluminum oil? Temp shift plate aluminum ore. No, thank you. Oh, did I use aluminum for the other one? I did. I wanted lead. Actually, what's... I think I looked up the wrong thing over here. Maybe I'm high. Okay, temp shift plate. Thermal conductivity 20. Well, 20 is good. Okay, maybe I'll add some more coal power here just to keep this thing running non-stop. Oh, we got steam. And this temperature went to... Oh, there. Something sounds really weird here. What's going on here? Current temperature, fine. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's just looping. Okay, fine. Sounds really weird. Maybe it's always made that sound. There's a packet in there that's minus 273. That's very strange. I guess an empty pack is minus 273? I think it might be. Okay, here's an empty pack coming in. Yeah, I think it's the empty packs. So if current temperature above 10, which it is, that should be on. And it is. And the current temperature in here, 100. If above, if below 150. There we go. And that's set up backwards. There we go, more steam. This thing is going super hot. Oh, it's gonna spike to 175, look at that. We need a temp shift plate there. Yeah, that's not going to work long term. This thing's going to melt down. Maybe. And what do we need here? Steam temperature below 125. True. Overheating. Yeah, we need temp shift plates here. How much time do I have left? Not a whole lot of time. Let's turn this thing off. we vent that steam, bad things will happen. So let's do an airlock right here. Maybe a couple. It'll conduct a bit of heat, but maybe we can sneak in there. Do the shift plate and get the heck out of there before too much damage is done. Okay. Temp shift plate out of... What should I use? What is the overheat temperature of a lead shift plate? 3,200 degrees. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Lead. Let's do a bunch. Priority. Emergency. And then we'll go in here. Steam's gonna get out. Heat's gonna pour out of there. Dupes might die. Let's see. See what happens. This could be a disaster. Okay, let's make sure this doesn't leak everywhere. Actually, we'll let it leak everywhere. Okay, temperature came down a lot. That's good. We'll get that done. Hopefully they'll spread the heat out a bit more. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I have to make a vacuum again here. And hopefully that'll spread the heat out so that the Aquatuner doesn't blow up. If not, we'll have to wait till we get some steel. Okay, we'll turn the alarm off here. Okay, that's repaired. I knew I'd forget something. Okay, let's seal this up. Hopefully the dupe doesn't build it from the inside out. Actually, we got some other stuff in here. Let's sweep that up first. Gonna have to mop all this up once they're done. Okay, we're all swept. Let's get this built here. Then we'll make a vacuum, turn it back on, and hopefully that's enough. Okay, we'll mop from the top to the bottom. Get our vacuum going. No crazy amounts of heat got out there. If you start mopping from the bottom, it just keeps leaking over the edge and it'll just mop forever. I might have to wait till I have steel for this thing to actually work. Gold amalgam might not be enough. Yeah, might just not be enough. In which case we'll just make a little bit of steel, we'll pop that out, redo the process next time. New printables, what do we got here? Oh, sandstone, my favorite. Love that. Useful. Sarcasm. Okay, so lead has a thermal conductivity of 35. Okay, even better. Put a few more of those in here. I think we have lots of lead. Yep. These ones are still aluminum. We'll just leave those. They're good enough. Almost got our vacuum. I want to fire this up before the episode's over here. Won't be a moment. Got lots of mushrooms going on now. Might as well put one more in here. This we're not using anymore. Deconstruct that. Okay, we got our vacuum. Turn this off. Turn this back up. Hip temperature. Both are false. Why is this game so full of bugs? Let's monkey around with this till it turns on. Current temperature, if above. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Maybe it's because it's a vacuum. Come on. Gotta report a bug for this. I don't want to have to reload because I'm in the middle of recording. But this is clearly broken. Because it can't be, both of these cannot be true. Unless the automation wire got destroyed somehow. No, it's there. Oh boy. Well, next time, next episode, after reload, hopefully this thing will actually work. It's supposed to be if temperature is below true if well, I can't think anymore either. We want it to be true if it is below 150. Yeah, we don't want to. Okay, so it should be green right now, but it's not. Oh well. Next episode, we'll try to get this going. Yeah, it's not very satisfying to spend an entire episode trying to get something to work, and then you hit a bug. But that's the nature of the game sometimes. Yeah, next time we'll turn that on and get some cooling going. Hope you enjoyed this unsatisfying episode. At least we got it built, and it should be working, but bugs happen. And then we'll get this cooling. If this gets too cold, we can extend the cooling loop up into the base, or we can cool oxygen with this. Lots of stuff we can do. I could probably extend this cooling loop up here, cool this down. This liquid cooling is super powerful, so it'll be good once it's fixed. But we'll wrap things up here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.